Hey, welcome, 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 everybody. So glad that you're all here. We're going to go ahead and get started with oily, healthy pets tonight. So we're going to go ahead and start with welcoming you all. Are you ready? We're going to go ahead and grab your BFFs, your furry ones, and get comfy. We're about to share the ultimate guide on essential oils for your furamily. So anyway, we know there's certain things that are at risk for your dogs. We've heard the xylitol, watch it in peanut butter. If you haven't, no, remember that one. You know that onion family, the grapes and raisins and the chocolates are also bad on your furry friends. You have to watch macadamia nuts. Of all the nuts, they're the one with the highest fat content, and they can actually cause upper GI problems. So we have heard good things and bad things about feeding things at the table, good things and bad things of giving them greens and stuff like that. We've changed with our pets over time. So what are some reasons we need to improve their environment? We know that there's things around, the chemicals on our lawns, the chemicals that they're around on our floors, on our just cleaning products that we use, that when we do laundry, they're getting all those chemicals and toxins that are harsh for them. We can improve their food and toy choices. There's things that you've seen on the news that you have to be careful on their chew toys. You have to be careful on what they're getting in their food. You have to be careful on what the ingredients and what they're made of. So first of all, these statements are made in this class are not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any diseases. All the information is for information. All the information is just informational purposes only. So anyway, I am not a vet. I am just a mom doing the best for her fur family. So first of all, have you seen that slimy stuff in your water bowl? Have you cleaned it up lately? Have you washed it? Are you using something good, healthy cleaner to clean those things? There was a study done on the bacteria in plastic bowls over time, but the most harmful bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, MRSA were most frequently identified in ceramic bowls. So are you using a stainless steel bowl? Are you using bowls that actually will help keep that bacteria from growing? Are you cleaning it? That's one thing we can do. Are you using odor removers, candles, stuff like that around your pets? That's very unhealthy for them to clean, to breathe in and to lay in. If you don't have Thieves Household Cleaner, get it now. We use it for our kennels. We use it for our beds. We use it for the floors, so that they're absorbing less chemicals throughout the day, because they're going to get it around outside. If you treat your lawn, if your neighbor treats their lawn, they're going to get it at some time. So we need to help them reduce the toxins that they take in. So one of the things that we have to watch for is their smell, their sense of smells. Cats, dogs, they have more olfactory receptors than we do. We have 5 million. They have 100, dogs have 149 to 300 million olfactory receptors. That's up when they smell stuff, and they can break every smell down. And they can be overwhelmed by it as well. So their sense of smell is much more it's much more stronger than ours, and they break everything down, and they will be more sensitive to it. So you've heard that certain things like citruses and stuff like that, don't do that, it'll hurt the cats. We are just today talking about Young Living essential oils. Young Living is the one that I trust and respect. The other oils we are not going to talk about from other companies. This is just Young Living. I totally trust the quality and where they come from. So when you're diffusing, you can start that. If you've had an animal around, they're used to essential oils. If you've had the essential oils open, they are smelling the oils every time you open a bottle. Just make sure they're able to leave the room and just introduce them to the oils slowly. Don't open a bottle and throw it on the animal. Don't use it in a spray bottle and spray it at the animal. So, do I diffuse? Yes, I do. You want to start with small doses, small drops, just a few drops. Get them used to it over time. Pay close attention to how they react. So you want to watch their attitude, see if they get away, come near it. You can take an oil, open it up, and have them smell it from a few feet away. They will know it's opened or even unopened from a distance. So when you open it up, let them just air it, let it air it out, let them just get used to it. You can put a couple drops on your hands and you can be a personal diffuser starting if you don't have a diffuser. Just make sure they can get away if they don't like it. So ways we start is so far you use Thieves Household Cleaner and cleaning the things that they're touching, diffuse them, and we're going to talk about petting method and food options, how to apply it and things that you can add into their food. So when we pet, when we are going to use essential oils, Young Living came out with the animal sense products. It's a whole line of products. A portion of the proceeds go to the Vitality Ground. It's a nonprofit organization that protects the habitats of grizzly bears and other roaming wildlife. So a portion of all the animal sense products goes to that organization. So what essential oils can I use? I can use any Young Living essential oil that I've chose. I have done research on, and I'm choosing for my animal. We are also encouraging you to look them up and see what oils. There's great reference guides out there. There's 2 that I use, and just let me know if you have any questions. We use the Animal Desk Reference Guide. That's by Vet. I also use Life Science Publishing, also used to have an Animal Desk Reference Guide. Those are 2 of many of the resources that I use. So with Young Living essential oils, we also came out with the products that are diluted, so you can have the peace of mind to directly put them on the animal. You know that they're pre-diluted and formulated without synthetic perfumes, dyes, and artificial colors and fragrances in those blends. And there's 5 blends that we'll go over today. So remember, be patient with your animal. Do it slowly, gradually introduce them to the oils. When you're open a lavender bottle and you smell it, you might smell a faint hint of lavender, but they smell it like it's 100 acres of lavender. So the first of the 5 is a 3-part system that helps with if there's anything that you're trying to clean up, the scratches, scrapes that they have. There's a 3-part system that gets that scratch cleaned up, ready to heal, and in the healing process. So on the 3-step system, PuriClean, it does kind of what it says. PuriClean, and these are all oils that I've even used on myself, and they're great prices. So PuriClean is it soothes, moisturizes dry, flaking, irritated skin, helps clean minor scrapes and scratches, promotes healing, the feeling of health and wellness as well with your pet, with a warm, comforting aroma. And it refreshes and prepares the skin for the next step. It has patchouli, mountain savory. It's got some other essential oils in it. The second step of this 3-part system is Infect Away. Healthy recovery. It helps with healthy recovery from minor scrapes and scratches. Supports the natural defense system that your pet has. Protects against harmful contaminants. Supports the pet's irritated coat and skin. And preps it for the final step. This one has myrrh and dorado azul, 2 great oils for skin health. The third of the 3 is Mend Well. You use it after period clean or effectively, or you can use it by itself because it's soothing and moisturizing for dry, sensitive, distressed skin, and improves the appearance of healthy looking coats. Creates an uplifting environment with its inspiring aroma while supporting your pet's well-being. And it helps with those minor scrapes and scratches. You could just get this for every time your pet had a irritated or dry paw. You can even put them on their paws. That's what I've done. Contains powerful essential oils that support the natural healing process. So the oils, some of the oils are myrrh, hyssop, and frankincense in this one. What a great oil for that. And this one at our wholesale pricing is only $19 for a 15 ml bottle. So these are some things that you can definitely get for us as well. I've used them on myself as well. So Paragize is the 4th one after the 3-part system. Paragize, and the other one's TOA that we're going to go over next. These 2 I have in Mr. Mug's bed all the time. So if you love the smell of peppermint but prefer something safer for your pet, this one supports your pet's natural cleaning system. It's calm, relaxing, and quieting blend. Helps release feelings of discomfort while diffused. When I'm away, Mr. Muggles will sometimes have won't go outside and go to the bathroom as much, and so I can have the kids put 1 drop on his back because I don't need to do the petting method, which we're going to go over in a second. I don't need to do the petting method to put it on him because he's used to it. So Paragize has great digestive oils in it: ginger, anise, peppermint. I also put this on Mr. Muggles. And so the petting method, let's go over it, is I put 1 or 2 drops in my hand because Mr. Muggles is about 10 pounds, 9-10 pounds. And I rub it in my hand. So basically he's going to get less than a drop. And then I pet him from the shoulders back down through the tail. And I stay away from the head, around the ear, so that they feel like they could get away from it. So if I had a new dog here, I would start with opening the bottle, have the owner across the room, which we've done before on a pet that they rescued. Had a bottle open. We tried one, and he's within a few seconds was sneezing, didn't like it. It was strong. So I closed that one up. We've talked a little bit, and we opened a second one, and then he liked it. And it was actually cedarwood for him. And he was sniff, sniff. And he didn't like me when he first came into our house. A few minutes before that, he didn't like me. He was just yapping at me. And so when I opened the cedarwood, after we'd been a while, we tried the first oil. Cedarwood, we opened lavender, he didn't like. And every pet will be different. Cedarwood he liked, and he sniffed, and he liked it. And he actually came closer to me. And we waited a few minutes, talked, and I gave the cedarwood to the owner, and the owner had the bottle open, and he smelled it. I had her put a couple drops. He smelled it. Within 15 minutes, she was able to pet it down his back. And before he left, he was carrying cedarwood out with him. He wanted the bottle. So anyway, it was a good experience that we had. So this Paragize is one I actually use, getting back to Paragize, is one I use on the farm when Mr. Muggles is around the other animals and out and about on the farm. We just will put a drop on him. We put a drop on his back or rub it on his back, put it on the farm dog as well. We also rub it sometimes on his stomach as if he's had something that he shouldn't have had. That's how we use Paragize. Now TOA, Mr. Muggles, I'm his support person more than he is our support dog. So TOA is something, It is a great blend. It is actually a combination of trauma life, harmony, and peace and calm. What an awesome blend. And for the price, if you can't see it, it's $17.50 on a wholesale pricing, an awesome value for a 15 ml bottle. It's citrusy, it's slightly spicy, supports new level of emotional freedom and joy in your pets, making it ideal for shelters and rescue centers. So we had one shelter that was using it, and they just absolutely loved how it just calmed down the animals at night. So it promotes calming and peaceful environments, encourages relaxation and emotional balance, supports pets during times of emotional stress or anxiety or trauma when they're away from us. So anyway, so that is Tea Away. So Tea Away and Paragize are two that are always in his bag. The three-step system, Mend Away, and the other two are ones that I have around, and I should have them in the bag too. But we always have lavender that we can also use. Something else that you can use on your pets. What are you washing your pets in? I was highly allergic to dogs, and it took a while for us to even find a dog that I wasn't allergic to. Found out I was allergic to the lotions and the shampoos that they were using at the pet stores. So our Animal Sense shampoo helps gently cleanse and deodorize the pet's fur. It has plant-based ingredients that remove dirt and soften the pet's coat and skin without stripping away natural oils. So it just takes a little bit of this, and I wash Mr. Muggles, and then I actually use Young Living's hair conditioner to soften him, because some pets just need a little bit of conditioner as well. So, and then some of the oils that you can put, some of those oils you could put in the shampoo and boost the qualities of it. So another thing that we use, and not just for pets, I've used it on dry heels, where you can use it on anything that you can't put a Band-Aid on. That's what we use it for in our house. So Animal Sense ointment, Pampers the Paws, a naturally derived ingredient with naturally derived ingredients and premium essential oils to moisturize, smooth, and nourish your pet's skin. So what we do, it's very thick ointment, and it's great if they get a little nick and you can't put anything on it. If I clip toenails and I clip them a little too close, one of the oils or this is really good to have on them. You don't have to worry about if they lick it, because it all has all wonderful products in them. So what are some other oils and stuff you could look and rub into the fur, or put a couple drops on, or add it to some things that you're the diffusing or whatever? Frankincense is great. Geranium, lavender, patchouli, digest, stress away, valor, frankincense, stress away, geranium. Those are all great oils to do around your pet, but there's so many more. Those are ones that are frequently used. Which ones do you want to be a little bit more careful of? Not saying that you can't. I watch Wintergreen. That's the biggest one I watch. It's just, I don't put it directly on him. You have to make your own choices on that. Camphor, cassia, clove, mountain savory, or oregano, peppermint, thyme, and wintergreen are some of them that you do have to kind of watch. Just make your own choices on those. On cats, the one thing that is hard on cats is the phenols. They have a little bit different, they're a little bit different because they don't have the same liver enzymes that we have, like, and dogs have and other animals have. So 3 oils that you see a lot of times that are high in phenols are oregano, thyme, and clove. There's also raindrop techniques like this one shows here. There's a kitty cat raindrop technique. You just highly dilute it. It does have some of those things in it. It has oregano, thyme, basil, cypress, wintergreen, marjoram, and a drop of peppermint in it. But if you highly dilute it in a 15 ml bottle, you put those 2 drops of each, and then you fill it up with V6 and you put a couple drops down the back. This is after your cat has been assimilated to the oils. So some other things that you can do with Young Living products. Don't forget the animal ointment, but you can also use the Kids Sense Tender Tush on dry or irritated skin. You can use a seedling wipes to clean off their paws, clean their ears. You can use seedlings diaper rash cream on warm, irritated areas to try to keep them clean. What are you doing for your dog's dental care? This is one thing that a lot of people forget. We even got a little bit of laxy-daisies on it. I actually get a little kid's toothbrush and the one Thieves Tetranome. The Thieves Tetranome Plus toothpaste does not have xylitol. Xylitol, remember, there's a couple supplements in Young Living that has xylitol, and this one does not. So this is the one I get a little bit of toothbrush, a little bit of toothpaste on the little toothbrush, and we gently clean Mr. Muggle's teeth. Another thing is you can give him a little bit of mouthwash. And you can put also a little bit of Thieves in their dish, but always, if you do, like in their water, if you put any essential oil in their water to help clean and keep it clean, give them one fresh water and one water that it has some essential oil in it. So you make your own choices on those things. So one thing we did do, I'm gonna give you a little bit of extra thought here. One thing we did do is we did titer shots, a tighter blood draw for our dog when he was having, since he's so small, and every time he had shots, he had a huge side effect with the shots. And so we ended up starting to do the tighter blood draw. Now you have to be careful in your state and find out what your state does. But we did tighter blood draws to make sure that his levels were, and he was immunized for everything. So his levels are super, super high of where they need to be. And so we just do a blood draw every year to see where he's at. So find out if your vet does one, if you're interested. There's a lot of different resources that we have, a lot of different things that we can find and follow. There's people that have little seminars out there. Young Living blog has a lot of information for dogs, cat, fish. We had fish, and I use Thieves household cleaner in the tank. So good ideas on doing with other animals. Just be careful. Birds are one thing. They are huge on respiratory. So make sure that you are not diffusing above their cage, or they are able to get away. They will know. Start slow and easy on every animal. Thank you for coming, and let me know if you have any questions.